Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just literally filmed an intro and realized that my mic was not on. So annoying! So I'm just gonna probably jump right into this video because I just sat here for a good 7 minutes and filmed an intro, and that's just so annoying. Anyways, first things first, I want to say Happy New Year to all you fancy followers out there. I know it's been a while since I have filmed a video, and I apologize. I've just been on a couple trips and I just haven't had time, and I hadn't made time, so I apologize. I'm going to get back in the swing of things. I feel like I have a bunch of videos that I want to record for you guys, so I feel very inspired. So I'm going to start pumping them out for you guys quicker and quicker, faster and faster, so you have things to watch on my channel. I'm going to be doing my current brow routine. This was requested by one of my followers. I wanted to do a video where I just do like my going out brow and then my everyday brow, but I figured I would just do one eyebrow like how I wear when I go out, because I have more time to spend on, you know, perfecting the brow. And then on the other side, I'm just gonna do like my everyday brow when I slap that shit on, because I just don't have time to mess with it during the week. I really wear the most minimalist amount of makeup during the week because I go to work every day and I am so tired in the morning that I just don't care. I just don't want to look like a complete zombie. So I'm going to show you on one side how I do my everyday just quick brow for you guys, and then when you just have more time to be on fleek. I don't know if that's still a thing in 2018. Do people still say that? I don't know. But I want to show you guys how I do my more carved out Instagram worthy brows. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Okay guys, as you can see, I am not wearing any makeup. So I was telling you when I realized that my mic wasn't on, I'm going to be using today the No. 4 Cream Gel Brow from Benefit Cosmetics, the Kbrow. I do use the little brush that it comes with. You can put it on the cap and it makes it bigger, but I find that it's hard to hold on to, so I actually just use the little brush itself and just kind of hang on to it. I have a makeup wipe here. I wipe off all the product. I already did that. And I just go ahead, because I just feel like without having any product, it just really gets that brush really sharp. I go ahead and put product on the brush itself. As you can see, I do really love this stuff. I have a pretty good dent into it. I'm almost actually going to hit pan, but I just went into it a little bit and kind of scoop up on the side if you get too much product. And what I do is always start from the front and just draw a line. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that right now. Make sure that you guys use a spoolie to just like kind of get your brow in place already. And then we're going to go ahead and go into it. My brows right now need to be plucked, so please do not judge that. I just don't really want to pluck them right now. I just kind of create a line here in the front and just get a little bit more product. And then I really take this and just kind of like draw a line like so. Like you kind of just flick it. So as you can see, I kind of made it longer than my real brow is. And it's easy to just kind of follow and then just like let your brush just kind of go down. And the nice thing about when you clean it off, it just gives you that really sharp, the brush itself, so it's just easier to kind of like create those really thin lines on your brow. And then I go back in again and get a little bit more product, and then I go basically up to the front, and I just make like a, before I fill in the brow, I just make like a guideline. So I go up to the top and I just do the same thing and just drag it, kind of connect it with the line that you made on the bottom. Just to get like an outline of how you want your brow to look. And then you go back in and fill it in. So as you can see, like in this top area right here, I don't have a lot of hair, but that's where I want this to go. So I'll just use this, and you can clean it off again, because I like how it just gives you that sharp, really sharp. See? It just really sticks the bristles together. So I make little thin lines so it looks like your hair. So in this part where it's very sparse, I'm going to go ahead and just make diagonal lines to just start filling that in. So you can see that's starting to fill in. Now with this front part up here, you want to be very careful. I use the flat side, so I put it flat down, and I will just kind of brush very lightly towards the front and just kind of put some product in there. You don't want to go in, like you can go in and like make little lines too, but you don't want to be too heavy in the front because you don't want that boxed look. I mean, if that's your thing, you know, I know girls out there that like that box look. But you can just kind of like do little strokes. And then I try not to put too much product here because then you can do that fade look that people like. I don't like the huge amount of fade. I mean, sometimes I know girls that do it and it looks so good on them, but for me and then like my type of eyebrows, I don't really like how it looks. So when I go through and put the product where I want, what I'll do is kind of just push the product towards the front of my brow where I didn't really put any with the brush, and then just kind of blend everything together. And you just want to use your spoolie and just kind of blend it. This product is very pigmented, so you just have to be super careful with it because it can just give you like bam brows. But as you can see right there, like look at the difference. Your brows, it's just so important to do good brows because it just makes such a huge difference on your face. And of course it looks more like dramatic because I don't have any makeup on, but I just think brows, like it really just puts your look together. So if there's anywhere that you think that you spoolied too much, you can always go back in and just use a little bit more product. I try not to take my tail too far. Like it's supposed to be like your 3 points on your face. This is where it's supposed to start, and then the middle arch, and then the end. So I try not to go too far down because then it just drags. It doesn't like drags your whole brow down. So I try not to go too far with the tail, but I like a really sharp tail when I'm doing my really, you know, extreme makeup look. So that's what I have so far. And then what I'll do is go in with my NYX Full Coverage Concealer. You guys have seen this. It's just the NYX pot. I want to say this is already my second pot that I've bought. I love this stuff for carving out. Now, I don't ever use it for my brows, like to put, or I don't ever use this for concealer. I just use it to carve out my brows. So what I do is use my trusty dandy Wet n Wild flat concealer brush. This is like the large one, I think. This is only $1. It's so affordable, so good. It's my favorite. What I do is take a little bit of the concealer on the brush, and again, I start in the front and just put a little concealer and then really just follow, like just kind of follow the brow itself just to clean up any areas to make it more of that Instagram worthy eyebrow. And for the like days that I don't pluck, this helps because it hides all those hairs. So I go in again and just, I don't ever do from the very, very front. I kind of just start like towards this area and I start to carve out the top. And you just follow the shape of your brow. And then you just kind of drag down. This helps really get that sharp look. You just want to make sure you kind of just go up and drag down and then put it kind of towards like an angle and then really just sharpen out that tail. So I think cleaning up is a huge part of brows because it just really makes it look more put together. I really like the way it just kind of helps shape them even more. And then what I've been doing lately has been going in with my Morphe E25 brush. I really like it because it has a really small side right here, precise, and then this one on top. And I just go in with this. And before I used to use my Beauty Blender, which is fine, but this one, it just, because it's so tapered, you can just really blend out that concealer. So I really like it. You can even go in with the small side and really get in there. Okay, and then you just go up on the top and blend in that concealer on the top as well. Concealer also too, like if you mess up and your brow is just too thick somewhere, you can go in with the concealer and really thin it out and like fix your mistakes, which is really nice. But I just think it looks more put together. So that is the finished brow. If you think that you need more product, you can always go back in with your brush and just put some more product in there. I mean, really, it's just on your personal preference on how you want your brow to look. But for me, I would say that's pretty good right there. Then what I usually do is do the rest of my face, all my makeup, and then when I'm done, to set the brow, I use the Brow Precise Brow Precise Fiber Volume. I don't know why that's so hard to say. Maybelline, this is the color medium brown, and I really like this because it really sets your brows. It has a tip so you can really get that tail set down, and it has little fibers in it. So what I do is I go in and just kind of brush up the front and then kind of just brush up my hairs to make them look more full, and then I just drag the product down the tail. So brush up all the hairs and then back down to make sure that they're really set. And I think this really helps to fill them in as well because it has little fibers in it. So I just think with that product, it just looks so good. But that is the final going out Instagram brows on fleek, whatever the hell you want to call it, beautiful little set brow there for you. So that's that one. I mean, look at the difference. It's crazy. I just think brows are just so important to, like, you know, fill in, even if you don't do all this extra shit. Like, I don't know. I just think it looks so good. So that probably took me a good, without talking, it takes me a good, well, depending. Sometimes I mess up and I have to start all over again. But if it's like really good brow, which today is a good brow day, I'm really digging this brow. It'll take me anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes if I'm really, like, you know, making sure, because both of them kind of take a long time. But when you don't have time to do that and you're just trying to slap on a brow, the products I would suggest using, I do use the powder, the Anastasia powder. I got this when it was on sale because this is freaking expensive. It's like $21. But NYX also has one that I used to use. It's almost exactly the same, and it's half the price. So if you don't want to use something high-end, you can totally use that as well. And then lately I've been using this e.l.f. pencil. It's actually pretty good. It's hard to work with this because it's kind of like a thicker pencil, but when I'm in a hurry, it's nice to just slap on because I don't have a ton of stuff I need to really fill in. It has a spoolie, and the color I've been using is I think like dark brown or something. It doesn't have a name on it, of course, but I'm gonna just show you guys real quick how I use this pencil to fill in because the powder is pretty easy. I might use both just to kind of show you, but for the most part, when I'm in a hurry, I just use this pencil. So I'll show you guys real quick. It's basically the same type of thing where you just start from the front. So light strokes, I just kind of start drawing that line and going towards the back and just drawing out the tail end. And then again, going towards the front, I don't ever start towards the front. I just start a little bit back this way and start filling in that area on top. So as you can see, I have stuff to fill in up here. So then I start taking that product and filling in the top area. And then you want to just kind of spoolie. I really like the spoolie on this pencil actually. Spoolie the product into the brow. And I don't ever go straight in. I kind of hold at an angle and I hold it back a little bit so it's not so thick and heavy like the pigment on my brows. And then I come towards the front and lightly add just a little bit of product. But do you see how I don't put product like right towards the front because we're going to blend that out? So I kind of try to keep it like towards the back. And if you go too high on the top, you can just kind of wipe it away, which is nice. That's why I like to do my brows before my foundation. But I take the spoolie and I kind of start pushing the product towards the front of the brow. And then start to spool out the rest. I'm telling you, this pencil is really good to just, if you're in a hurry. So as you can see, I mean, it does look different, but during the week, I don't care. I just need to have like something filled in. But that's what the brow looks like with this. And I, again, just spool out everything. And I don't even go in with concealer. I mean, sometimes if I messed up quite a bit, I'll go in with concealer. So towards the top, I don't really like the way it's looking. So I'll just put a tiny, tiny bit. And you can just go in with this brush again and kind of clean it up. But I'm not really going to spend too much time because this is just a quick brow. So you can see the difference. I mean, this pencil, it just gives you a different thickness. If you wanted to go in with powder after the pencil, you totally could. So I would just take like the light side here and maybe just add a little bit of powder to make it a little bit darker in different places. So with the powder, I do the same thing with the pencil. I just go in and draw the line and kind of fill in the tail and then take it up on the top and just fill that in. During the week, I actually like the Brow Stylist Plumper by L'Oreal better because it gives you more of a natural look. This really, on this side, the Maybelline one, it really sticks your brows down. But this one, I feel like it gives you more of a natural look. I'm just going to go in, and it has a little spoolie here. And I'm just going to go in and push up the hairs in the front. And again, push them up. And you're just dragging the product up and outwards. So there we go there. This one really doesn't hold your brows more in place. It doesn't really glue them down, but with the Maybelline one, it really sets them down. This one, it gives you more of a natural look. So I feel like with the pencil, with the more natural look, it looks better. And then with the pomade, I just think they both do well with each product. So with pomade, I would highly suggest this Brow Precise one. And then with the regular powder or pencil, I would suggest the L'Oreal Brow Stylist for a more natural look. This is what both brows look like. The more natural side, I feel like, looks more bushier and just more day-to-day. And this one is just a very Instagram-worthy brow. There you have it. That is my everyday brow routine as far as when I go out and then on an everyday basis. I hope you guys enjoyed and you guys learned a tip or two from the tutorial that I have for you. These products are mostly drugstore except for the two high-end ones I have here from Kbrow, Benifit, and the powder, Anastasia. Like I said, this is, I think, normally $21, and this is expensive too. I want to say it's in the $20 range. But I did get the Anastasia powder when it was on sale for Ulta, and I only paid $11. The Kbrow, I had a gift card, so that's why I tried it out. But I would still buy this again full price. I think the formula itself is just so easy to work with, and I love both of these products. If you're looking for really affordable pencil, the e.l.f. one I would highly suggest you guys trying out, as well as the L'Oreal Brow Stylist. I want to say it's a dupe. It's totally a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I really like that one if you like more of a thinner, really thin pencil. This one I think is a little bit harder to work with, but if you don't have that much to fill in, I would suggest trying out the e.l.f. one. I really like it. The Holy Grail brush that I always use for my brows is the e.l.f. brush. It's the angled brush that has the spoolie at the end. It's my all-time favorite to use with the powder. And if you guys need some setting gels for your brows, like I said, I think this is a better pomade one for the Maybelline, and the L'Oreal Stylist for the regular pencil. Another awesome tip to have if you're looking for concealer to clean it up is the Wet n Wild brush that I got for $1. You can get this anywhere, Target, Walmart, grocery stores. I've seen it at the dollar store, so this is a really good one to have. The Morphe brush, like I said, it's not something you absolutely need, but it does help. You can always go in with a beauty sponge to blend out your concealer, but I feel like this is easier to use because it's got that pointed tip. I will link it down below if I can find it on their site. And last but not least, the NYX Full Coverage Concealer. I love this stuff. Like I said, I use the color Beige CJ04. This is great for carving out. I don't use this for regular concealer. I only use it for carving out my brows. So it is a wonderful concealer to use for that. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I will try to link everything down below if I can find it. And until next time, I will see you guys soon. Also, before you leave, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that little thumbs up to help me get more views on this. I really appreciate it. It helps me out so much. I can't wait to see what 2018 has in store for my channel. And I just, again, want to say thank you to everyone that subscribes and continues to come back and support me. So yeah, guys, I'll talk to you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.